Saturday, when anything is possible. I love Saturday, cause I can wear my pajamas all day.
I love Saturday.
I can watch TV all day. I can pee a little bit in my underwear, and no one will mind.
Do you really have to pee?
Yes!
Well, you better go then. I don't know why you felt like you had to do that. What's happening, everybody? Who's out there? Good morning. Welcome to Daily Yoga Live. I'm Scott Anderson, and 5 minutes ago, I had just gotten cinnamon rolls out of the oven. It's Saturday morning, February 4th, and my daughter ate a delicious cinnamon roll, got all sugared up, and wanted to dance a little bit. But that's what I was doing 5 minutes ago. This is a live yoga class in which I have not prepared in any way. I'm a 54-year-old man chasing down a 7-year-old kid, and this is what yoga is like when you're live and you're not prepared. So let's do some yoga today. So I figured if you were waiting on me, if you rolled out your yoga mat and you're waiting on me to do yoga, then I should not do yoga and be all warmed up and prepared to be able to do amazing poses that your body isn't prepared to do. That doesn't seem fair. So we're going to do yoga together. Look down at your feet, point your toes straight forward, unlock your knees. Close your eyes for just a moment. And I want you to feel your feet on the floor. Lift your feet one at a time. Think about when a cat just starts to claw into the blankets, doing that paw thing. Just do that with your feet. Reach both hands up. Press your palms together and lean to your right. Come back to center. Lean to your left. Press the palms together. Inhale to center and exhale, slowly hinge forward. Walk your hands over to your right. Walk your hands to center and back to your left. Come back to center. Place your hands on your knees. Pull your groin back. Lift your heart. Rise up with a flat back. And slide your thumbs over your ears. Or slide your thumbs, grab onto your horns of your helmet if you have one. And lift your elbows, look up at the ceiling. Pull your groin back. Steady your breath. Try to push your heart to the ceiling with the middle of your back. And then slowly hinge forward. Fingertips back to the floor. Walk them over to the right and grab a hold of your right ankle with your left hand. Reach up with your right hand and bend your left knee. Look up for your right thumb. And then reach your right hand away from your right heel. Try to push your right heel away from your right hand. Reach down slowly. Walk your hands over to your left and grab your left ankle with your right hand. Reach up with your left hand. Press into your left heel. Bend the right knee as much as you wish. Feel the distance between left palm and left heel and just try to increase it. And reach down. Hands to knees. Push your chest forward. Rise from a squat. One more time, reach your hands up into the air. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hinge forward. Fingertips on the floor. Lift your left leg into the air as you breathe in. Step back as you breathe out. Lower your left knee down. Move around any way you want. Pull the hips back. Press the knee forward. Twist the chest. Get wiggly. Get squirmy. Get curious. Good morning, Andres. Plant your hands. Step back, touch your chest to the ground, push up, press back, bend the knees, crouching cats. Again, wiggle around, move your body from side to side. You can't do it wrong unless you're sitting there doing nothing and you could do something. Everybody can do a little bit. Lift your right leg into the air and step it forward. Reach both hands up. Press your palms together. Look up at the ceiling. Draw your thumbs back. Draw your groin back. Lift your left heel. Keep drawing your arms back to see if you can remove them from your peripheral vision, and then reach down and step forward. Some nice people walking by waving. Lift halfway up. Plant your fingertips, look between your legs, push into your heels. Bend your knees, squat down, reach up, and rise from your squat. Let's do the other side. Exhale, hinge forward. Lift your right leg as you breathe in. Step back as you breathe out. Lower the knee down. Move around. Stir the pot. Let's stir it up. Let's get going. Oh, yeah. Just move, guys. You literally can't do it wrong. Isn't that a relief? Wherever you feel like there's something stiff or sore, something in your body to pursue that you're curious about, keep feeling this line on my right hip that I know needs a little bit of length today. So we're definitely going to go after hip flexors today. Keep it light, playful, and have some fun. Plant your hands. Step back. Touch your chest to the floor. Push up. Press back, bend the knees. Step the feet in, walk the hands back, move around. Just get wiggly, jiggly. I want you to think of yourself as a bowl of Jell-O or a big Jell-O mold on a shaky table, okay? And just wiggle that shit. Lift your left leg, step through, reach up. Hands high in the air, back heel high in the air. Press your palms together. Draw your thumbs back. Look up. Release. Reach down. Step to the top. Hands on the knees. Press the chest forward. Breathe in. Plant your fingertips and look between your legs. Press into your heels. Bend your knees. Hands to the knees. Rise up. Straight spine first, then straight leg second. Now let's start going through a vigorous movement pattern and increasing breath and oxygenated blood. Okay, reach up, breathe in. Hinge forward, breathe out. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Step back, breathe out. Reach your right hand to the ceiling, look up, breathe in. Plant your right hand, step back, lower your chest as you breathe out. Push up as you breathe in. Press back as you breathe out. Lift your right leg, inhale. Step forward, exhale. Reach both hands into the air. Lean forward, reach back as you breathe out. Step forward, squat down and reach up as you breathe in. Pull your elbows down into cactus as you breathe out. Rise up, straight legs, straight arms. Exhale, fold forward. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Exhale, step back. Left hand high, pull the hips down low. Reach down, step back. Touch your chest all the way to the floor. Push up, press back, left leg lifts. Step through. Reach both hands up. Lean forward, reach back. Step forward, squat down, reach up, breathe in. Pull the elbows down. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Exhale, step back. Right hand to the ceiling, pull the hips down. Reach down, step back. Touch your chest to the floor, push up. Press back, right leg lifts. Step through. Reach both hands up. Lean forward, reach back. Step forward, squat down, reach up and breathe in. Pull the elbows down and cactus the arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Step back, breathe out. Left hand high, inhale. Reach down, step back, touch your chest to the floor. Push and press, left leg lifts. Step through. Reach both hands up. Lean forward, reach back. Step forward, squat down. Reach up and breathe in. Cactus the arms, breathe out. Tadasana, breathe in. One more set, breathe out. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step back, exhale. Right hand high, breathe in. Reach down, step back. Chest to the floor. Push, press, right leg lifts. Step forward. Inhale, rise. Lean forward, reach back. Step and squat, breathe in. Cactus the arms, breathe out. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Right leg lifts. Exhale it back. Left hand reaches up. Exhale, plant it, step back. Touch your chest to the floor. Push, press, left leg lifts. Step through. Reach both hands up. Lean forward, reach back. Step forward, squat, reach up. Cactus the arms. Tadasana, breathe in. Uttanasana, fold forward. Hold it here, guys. Fingertips on the floor, heels pushed down, or maybe fingertips are on the shins. Maybe they're on the knees. Hell, maybe they're on the thighs. But if you're trying to move today, God bless you. Movement's medicine. Fingertips to the floor if they're not there. Slide left foot back. Reach both hands up. Anjaneyasana. Reach the hands up, thumbs above the shoulders. Open the hands. Lunge into the right knee, but pull the right hip back. Slow the breath down. Lift the left heel and dig into the ball of the left foot. Hands at your heart. Right leg straightens slowly and left knee bends. Pull the heart forward. Press your sternum against your thumbs. Press the palms together. Lift from the back of the neck. And try to slide your mat forward with your right foot and hold your mat down with the ball of your left foot. Lunge into the right knee, left leg straight. Reach both hands up one more time. Look up at the ceiling, pull your arms back where you can't see them, pull your groin back, lift the left heel. Steady breath. We're almost through this, guys. Release. Hands to the heart, left knee to the floor. Pull the hips back. Push down into the right heel and try to draw your heart forward instead of down. Down rounds the back. We're going to try to press the chest to the shirt. We want the heart to lift away from the floor and move forward over the floor, not to the floor. The right heel pushes down. Now we're going to come back into this, but we're going to go out of it first. Come forward just to release the tension. Pull back. Let's do it again. Push your heel down, spread your toes. It doesn't feel like you're trying to slide your foot away from you, at least not completely. We try to slide the heel forward so that the leg is straight, and then we try to push the heel down and lift the heart up. Push the heel down and lift the heart up. When you engage muscles, your body stretches exactly the way it needs to. Release. Come forward. Step right foot back into prep for plank or side plank. So we're in a plank, but I want you to step your feet in about 3 or 4 inches and slide your feet together. And then without taking your right hand off the floor, turn your hips and your heels, but keep your right hand on the floor. So you can really feel the rotation from the right shoulder to the left hip. Now let's take the right hand off the floor and push our hips towards the feet. That's your knees bending. Reach your right hand up and extend your left foot forward. Now just one time, we're going to reach right hand forward and draw left foot back. Come back through, reach up, kick left foot through, release into crouching cat. Turn on the right foot, plant the left foot, and try to tear your mat in half. Reach your right hand up. Excuse me, your right foot. Step forward. Rise up into Anjaneyasana crescent lunge. Thumbs at the sternum. Left knee bends. Pull the hips back and turn to the right. Thumbs remain on your sternum. Don't slide them to the right side of your chest. That means your arms are just trying to give you range of motion that the chest isn't giving you. It has to come from the chest. So keep your thumbs at your heart. Untwist. Whoa. And plant your fingers on the floor and lift your left leg into the air. Bend your left knee. Hug left knee to the midline. Press heart forward. Get some weight in the back of your right foot. You could try lifting your toes and use your fingertips to push you back towards the right heel. And then allow those right toes back to the floor. Take one more deep breath. We're almost done. Step left foot to the right foot. Hands on the knees. Straighten your spine. And then straighten your legs. That felt pretty good. Let's take right ankle to left thigh. And squat down. Push down at the ankle with the left hand. And with your right hand, grabbing your hamstring under the back of your right knee, lift up, and then push your butt into your pants. That's going to feel good. And release. Plant your right foot. Reach both hands high. Look up at the sky. Take a deep breath. Exhale, fold. Well, look up at the sky if you're outside, right? I guess you could be. Lift your right leg up and step it back. Reach both hands up into the air. Anjaneyasana crescent lunge. Square the hips off to the top of your mat. Lift the right heel high. It feels like you're trying to push your knee forward, but simultaneously draw the head of your left femur back into the hip socket. Like you're trying to lengthen your left thigh bone. You'll feel more release in the right hip if you tighten your belly, like somebody was going to come and playfully slap your tummy, and you're going to brace for that. Take one more deep breath, and then slowly, hands at the heart, lean slightly forward, left leg straightens and the right knee bends. Keep pressure in the tip of your left big toe. Try to slide your mat forward with your left foot. Try to hold your mat down with your right foot. And keep your collarbones pressing against the top of your shirt. And now lunge forward again. Reach up, palms together, look up at the sky, back into crescent lunge for more extension. Remember, don't bring your torso back. Draw your torso forward and pull your arms back. Pressure in the hands, tighten the belly. Straighten your right leg, your back leg, by digging into the ball of your foot. Take one more breath and release. Place your hands on the floor, step back, and then step your feet together, walk them in a little bit. Turn your heel slowly to your right. Keep that left hand on the floor. Remember, leave that left hand down. You're trying to push your left butt cheek away from where your left hand is. And that's how we're stretching that serratus. Now take that left hand off the floor and reach for the ceiling. Take your right foot off the floor and kick it forward. And just one time today, we're going to reach left hand over the right foot, draw the right foot back between left leg and right arm, and then kick the leg through again and reach up and release. Crouching cat. Grip your mat with your fingertips and lift your left leg high. Step it through and rise up. Thumbs at the chest, right knee bends and lowers. Stick your butt against your pants and turn to your left. Remember, your thumbs are glued to the center of your chest, and as long as your thumbs don't slide underneath your left boob or left nipple towards your left armpit, and you're still rotating, now you're using trunk rotation muscles. Take one more breath and untwist. Plant the fingertips, lift the right leg into standing splits. Point the right big toe, and now move your body weight back so that you balance out the weight in your left foot and it's not all in the forefoot. If it feels like you could lift your heel, you need to bring your heart back. And if you can lift the front of your foot, you need to come forward. And once you find that, try to press your chest against your shirt. Hold your right knee in, lift your right big toe up. We're almost done. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Step forward. Hands on the knees. And rise up with a flat back. Nice work, guys. You have these moments where you, oh yeah, I'm wearing a knit cap with horns on it. Like when that guy was walking by and I'm waving at him. I didn't really remember I had this hat on. Stick out your butt. Lift your left knee with your left hand. Push your left foot down with your right hand. So my right arm is straight from pushing. My left arm is bent from pulling. And then booty back. You'll feel that. And release. Plant that left foot. Reach up, take a deep breath. Hinge forward, touch your mat. Lift your right leg, slide it back, and turn to your right. 90 degrees, bend your knees and move around any way you like. Sliding the hips from side to side. This is your moment. Side to side. Heart down, head down, hands down, or up. You can't do it wrong. What a relief to know that. If your joints can bear the load, if you're moving and you're not experiencing sharp pain, now you're stimulating all of your joints and your blood flow. So as I've said a couple of times, and this is like day 22 of Yoga Live, alignment is mostly bullshit. Reach your hands out, flip your palms up, stick out your butt. It's not 90% bullshit. But it's a lot. It's a good number. Come into Warrior Two and breathe. Now I'm looking down at my right foot and I can see my big toe, but not my 4 smaller toes. That's our aim. But you might have a junky right hip and your right knee might valgus and you could see your pinky toe and not your big toe. Then let that left hip come forward a little bit. If it comes to knee over ankle versus hip square, we should aim for knee over ankle just to give us a little bit more stability. You can also push down firmly into your heel. Reach your right hand for the ceiling. Let's take it back into reverse warrior. Keep your chest and eyes on the wall, not the ceiling. Next position is half moon. Open up that right hand and slowly reach forward. Right hand over right foot. Slide left foot forward as far as you need to until you can lift it. Grab onto a chair or a block or your couch or your coffee table if you need to for balance. But I want you, wherever you are, to try to turn your hips and chest open from, whoa, we all fall out, man. Try to turn your chest and hips from the floor to the wall. Bend your left knee slowly 90 degrees so your left big toe is pointing at the wall behind you. Place your left hand on the side of your head and lift your chin away from your chest. Lift your elbow away from your knee and try to look at the wall in front of you rather than the one in front of your belly. And let's break that down. Left leg straight, right hand down, left foot floats back. Turn on your feet and rise back up to where we started. Turn the left foot out. We having fun yet today? This is a good day. It's April 4, 2020. Middle of Denver lockdown, global pandemic. It's getting weird outside. People are getting depressed. We're getting lonely. We're starting to take a very close eye at the bank account every day, question every purchase. At least I am. But sit here in Warrior Two, close your eyes. And ask yourself what I often ask myself. What would Alanis do? What would Alanis Morissette do? You know where I'm going with this, people? Reverse warrior. Reach your left hand up. Lower your right shoulder. I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. Release. Reach the left hand over your left foot. Slide your right foot forward until you can lift your right leg without using momentum. Hold on to a block or your shin or a couch, or if you're lucky enough to share your quarantine with somebody, grab onto them. Say, you're not doing anything but watching Netflix. Come over here. I need a hand. Bend. Woof. Oh, man. Bend your right knee slowly. We're still in half moon, guys. And we're bending the right knee, and I've pointed my right big toe at the wall behind my back. Now it gets even harder. Right hand to the side of the head. I'm even going to place that left hand down on the floor and lift left elbow away, right elbow away from right knee. Right knee away from right elbow. Release, straighten the right leg. Slide the right foot back after you plant it. And rise up. With just great awareness of your body. Like you're trying to be sneaky, like a cat burglar. That's how we want to think about some of those movements. Let's step the right foot back to the top of the mat. And step your feet nice and wide. Slowly hinge forward and place fingertips on the floor in front of toes. Bend your left knee and push your right butt cheek straight back, almost until you're about to fall over off your heels. And now, switch. Your right knee bends towards your right elbow, and you push into your left heel and try to push your butt back till it feels like a little bit further, and you'll literally dump onto your butt. Now come back to center and slide your left foot back and lower the left knee down. Toe heel the right foot to the right. So your right foot is turned out about 45 degrees. You don't have to bust out a protractor or anything. Just turn your foot out, slide your hands out, and I want you to keep your butt back so that your left thigh, let's go to the side if you can see your screen, my left thigh and right shin are perpendicular to the earth like a stop sign post. And I'm just trying to lower the heart into that space on my mat to the left of my right foot, if that makes sense. Now step your hands in, lift your heart, and slide right foot all the way around like you were drawing a smile on the floor until you can plant your right foot and reach up with your right hand. Notice I'm on my left knee and the top of my left foot. Right hand comes to the floor, and right foot slides out to the right so that if I stood up on my left knee and right foot, the knee and the heel would be lined up. All right? You're going to take those hands back down to the floor if you stood up to watch me. And now I'm just going to push my butt back. The left hand is going to thread under my right side, and it's going to reach for the big toe. Now, you might not get there, and you might come a hell of a long way from getting there. But you can always slide your foot in. Your right hand slides forward, and we're going to try to place the left side, these horns, I've had it. Those horns got to go. The left shoulder and the left side of my head is on the floor, and I'm barely holding the big toe. I'm going to go ahead and let go of it so that I can just plant the back of my left hand on the floor with fingers reaching for toes. And all I'm trying to do now is draw my right armpit back and right shoulder blade onto my back. If I push my butt back a little bit further and tuck chin to chest and turn chin to right armpit, I can look up at the ceiling and get a nice stretch in the back of the neck and the left trap. Pull your hip weight back towards your left heel. Slide your right hand back to your face. Push your left shoulder off of the floor and plant both hands under your shoulders. Now step right knee to the outside of your left calf. And then just walk your hands over to your left And sit the left hip towards the floor for a moment. And then come back onto your mat with the hands. And turn to your left and look over your left shoulder. You can always walk your hands left and keep trying to twist the belly around the left thigh. And then turn around to center, step your hands back onto your mat, and step your right foot back to the outside of your right hand. Now we're going to walk the hands forward and maybe elbows to the floor, elbows on a few books or a block or a pillow. Or grab your dog. And you can move around. Go slow and deliberate. And see if your mind can x-ray your body and see those fibers of muscle and fascia and bone and blood and vessels and nerves, everything just working like the New England Patriots. Their team ethos is do your job. That's what we want. We want every part of our body, every function to do its job. All right. Step right foot back into crouching cat. Turn your left heel in to the center of your mat so your left foot is flat, your left toes are turned out. Slide your right hand back slightly and lift your right leg into the air. Stay here or slide your left hand back. Keep your fingertips on the floor. And if you find, hey, I feel pretty stable, take your left hand off of the floor and reach back for your right foot. If you manage to grab your foot, press your heel to your tailbone and lift your right knee. And release. Lower the knees down. Walk the hands forward. Lower the elbows. And place your forehead on the floor between your elbows and push your butt back. Pause here and breathe. Keep trying to push your butt back over your heels. And release. Draw the heart forward. Come back onto the hands. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Now the hands can go wide off the mat. So really the only thing on my mat right now is right knee, right foot. But I'm going to try to place my heart on the mat simply by bending the elbows. And how close your heart gets to the floor is going to be different on the right side and the left, and it's going to vary from person to person. But what we can all do is just try to see if we can back our face away from the floor so that our chest would get there before our chin or nose. Now lift your heart and plant your hands back on your mat. Now this left foot on the floor is going to draw a smile. So it's going to slide back and across, and slowly left hand comes up and just turn to the ceiling. Man, it'd be nice to do this outside, wouldn't it? Well, you can actually. After this live stream ends, the file just goes back to YouTube, and we're going to plant that left hand, slide left foot out, rise up into gate pose, just so that we can make sure that we're all on the same page here. We're facing the short edge of the mat in front, and our hip bones are squared off to it, and left foot is to the left of our right knee. All right. Now let's go ahead and place those hands back on the floor. And my right hand's going to slide left, under my left side body, towards the foot. Now, if you've got shorter legs or a more flexible body, you might be able to grab that big toe. And although I'm sure I could hold my big toe and get my head on the floor, my shoulder on the floor, I can't do it well right now. So I'm just going to place the back of my hand on the floor next to my foot and place right shoulder down, side of the head down, and I'm looking between my left leg and left arm. Left hand can slide forward above the crown of the head. And if you want to go further into that stretch in the neck, first tuck your chin to your chest and look between your legs. Slowly turn your chin to your left armpit and see if you can find the ceiling. If you still want more, you can pull your hips over your shoulders so you roll onto the back of your head and the back of the right shoulder. Breathe wherever you are. Pull your butt back towards your right foot. Slide your left hand back to your face. Push your body off of the floor. Nicely done, guys. Now, one more time. This left foot's going to slide around, and I'm going to place my right knee, or left knee, on the outside of the right knee. Walk your hands to your right, and just let your hips sit towards the floor. And then lift your hips and walk your hands over, and we're going to turn and look over the right shoulder, and you can even walk your hands to the right and see if you can't see the back left corner of your mat. And then come back to center. Slide left foot forward again, and this time the heart comes forward, the elbows might come down. Whatever discomfort or displeasure you feel when you're practicing on your mat, every little note of soreness or stiffness, this is the time now where we can really shrink that down to its size, that problem. Slow, steady breath. Using the stillness and the quiet to observe the body. Feel grateful. Come back onto your hands. Step the left knee back. Knees wide, feet together, point the big toes, pull your hips back, elbows down, lift your hands, join your palms. Now we're going to try to walk the elbows forward and press the heart to the floor and either the chin or the forehead. Now walk the elbows forward like you're a soldier going under some wire until you can lift your knees, and we're in a forearm plank. Now this is going to feel difficult to anybody given enough time, right? The pelvis feels heavy, it wants to droop towards the floor. So I want you to do this. Slide your feet forward and then bend your knees slightly And then try to tear your mat in half. So your elbows feel like they're trying to slide forward, and your feet feel like they're trying to slide your mat out from under your elbows. And we're just going through this action so slowly that it looks like we're still. Now that we've empowered the entire back, it feels much easier than if our legs are straight, knees locked out, and we're trying to just hold our pelvis from sinking towards the floor. And you can go ahead and bring it down to the floor now. But what I wanted you to hopefully feel is the power of that arch in your back when we use it. Slide your hands forward, come onto your fingertips, and then push your chest off of the floor with your fingers, and push your groin off the floor by lifting your feet and pushing into your knees. And then slowly lower. Slide the hands underneath the chest, keep the knees on the floor, push into a tabletop. Walk yourself forward on hands and knees. Cross the ankles near the center. Take a seat. And plant your right foot in front of you. Grab onto your right big toe with the quote fingers of your left hand. Place your right hand on the floor next to your left foot and lift your right foot. Now, if this is way out of our range, you could always sit in a chair and just lift your leg so that your leg is straight, even if you're resting your thigh on the seat of your chair. Now try to lift up your heart. And now slide the right hand back and turn your chest to the right. Keep lifting the collarbones to the top of your shirt and pressing into the right heel. Release. Bend that knee, plant that foot, and then slide right foot back so that you can rest right knee behind left foot. And just simply walk your hands to your left and look over your left shoulder. And then for more stretch in the side bodies, push down into that left hand to lift the heart. And use that left hand on the floor, even the right hand, as leverage to just try to turn the chest a little bit more. Don't use your chin. Use the trunk muscles in your hands on the floor to try to turn your chest. And release it. Let's switch sides. Right foot threads under. Left foot slides back. Capture the big toe, maybe hold the arch of your foot. And remember, if that's difficult, but you can lift your leg, you can balance on your sitting bones, you got a strong back, but the leg is the issue, or straightening the leg and the hamstring is the issue, then just lasso your foot with a towel. That works really nicely as well. Now just lift your foot, drive through the heel, and lift your heart. Slide left hand back, lift your heart. Don't try to turn your chest to the back wall here. Just try to turn to the left. I'm turning to Baby Yoda. We're not a Star Wars family, but that stupid thing is too cute. And release. Left foot to the floor, slide it to the left, and place left knee behind right foot. Place your hands to your right and walk them back. You don't have to keep walking your hands back. You can just get your hands back until you feel that twist, and then push down, especially into the right hand. And then back to center. Bring this left leg around and bring your legs in front of you, but not crossed at the ankles underneath you where it would cut off blood flow to your feet. This is called Sukhasana. And it doesn't matter at this point whether the right foot or the left foot is in front. Just walk the hands forward. Hold the top of your mat down with your hands and see if you can't get the sternum a little closer to your thumbs. Walk your hands back. Switch your legs. Whichever leg was in front, bring it to the groin. And then walk the hands forward again. Push the top of your mat down with your palms. Press your collarbones against your shirt. Release. Slide the hands back behind your hips. Plant both feet in front of you. Take your butt off the floor. Then try to slide. Don't try to step your feet back. Try to slide them back. They won't go anywhere, but we're just trying to recruit those hamstrings. Your hands are trying to slide forward and get underneath your feet. But your fingertips and the palms are also trying to push your chest up to the ceiling. Lower your hips. Right leg straight. Grab your right foot with your right hand and grab the outside of your right foot with your right hand. Keep your chest lifted so you can see your toes on your foot. Let's not go forehead to knee, at least not yet. Push through the heel, pull at the shoulders, lengthen at the back of the neck. Now for more, you can lower the chin to the chest and look at your shin. You can bring your chin to your chest and look at your knee, maybe forehead to knee. It doesn't matter where you are along that equation, as long as you feel something in your body that feels like you're moving, like you're working, like you're doing something different than you typically would. Left leg straight. Right foot slides in. Left hand left. Right hand grabs the inside of the left foot. Left hand grabs the outside, or grab your towel and capture your foot this way. And you can bridge the distance between your hands and your feet with fabric, right? We don't just melt and go down and round. We do everything with great awareness, and we try to put as much tension into the easier places before we move into the more challenging spaces. So collarbones up, armpits pull back, heel presses through, and I've already got a ton of tension there. I can keep ratcheting it up. I can also release and go back in just to try to reset those muscle spindle receptors. And then just slowly look down and begin to introduce flexion into the neck mindfully. Release. Lie down on your back. Slide your butt to the center. Pull the microphone out of your butt crack, or the transmitter anyway. Left leg straight, right knee to chest, hands on the top of the shin, just under the kneecap, pulling the knee down to the nipple. Point the right big toe at the left foot. Draw the top of the left foot back towards the right big toe. So you're really engaged in your right calf and in your left quad. Release your knee, plant your right foot, and just push your butt into the floor, and that is most surely going to roll you to the left. So slide left elbow out, reach your right hand over your head and plant it so that you do roll onto your left hip. Release, slide your right leg straight, slide left foot back. Center the hips, bring your left knee to your nipple, hands just under the kneecap, pressing the thigh to the belly. Point the left big toe, pull the top of the right foot back. Release your left leg, plant your left foot. My right elbow or my right hand reaches right, my left hand reaches over my head like a spider on the floor above my head. And then I simply push my left foot into the floor, lift the left heel, roll to the right. Not so much a stretch as a release, but doing everything with awareness and care. Lower the hips down, and one more time, you're going to step your right foot back, slide your left foot through. With your left hand, guide your right knee across, and turn and look over to your right arm or right hand. Switch sides. Plant your right foot, slide your right leg straight, step your left foot back, and then claim the left knee with the right hand. Reach left hand left as you pull left knee right. Look to your left. Deepening the breath in those twists, just to help create a little bit of movement through all that viscera. Release your left knee, plant your left foot, slide your right foot back one more time. Center the hips, bring your knees to your chest. You can pull knees to shoulders and cross the ankles and roll from kidney to kidney, right to left. And you can also reach hands across the shins to try to capture the opposite elbow into a nice tight little ball. Bring the forehead up to the knees, rock side to side if that suits your spine well. And then when you're done, stretch out. Slide your feet forward, and if you prefer to end your practice with meditation, as I do, and what I do is not necessarily what you need to do or should do, but whether you're seated or whether you're lying down, take a minute to feel grateful for your breath that you're taking now as we bring the practice to a close. The practice is preparation. We never know what until it happens. And now we watch daily as the world reshapes before our eyes, and it feels a little bit scary. And I ask myself, what would Alanis do? I got one hand in my pocket and the other hand's offering a peace sign. I like that. If you like this class, please leave us a like, leave us a comment if you have any questions. Please subscribe and encourage others to do so so that this live yoga practice can continue. If you really feel strongly about it, you can leave us a donation or become a member on Patreon. Thanks for practicing today, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend. Can't wait to practice with you again really soon. Take care.